Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of ODPixel Cast. Today we've got a banger for you here. We've got, as you can see at the top, we've got NOONE versus SYND. We've got NOONE versus SYND, featuring some guest stars that you might recognise some of the names of, like Incorp and Pikachu's in here. Also got Malik, but our two players of focus here are NOONE on the Drow Ranger and on the dire side, SYND on his Pudge. Well, let's hesitate and let's get straight into who's on what and who's on where. On the top lane, we've got Mars and Shadow Demon. They're going to be laning against a Carry Axe, another Carry Axe. It's going to be supported by Tiny. Mid lane, you've got the NOONE of course on the Drow. He's going to be laning against Puck. So we'll see how Drow does in the mid matchup. When NOONE's playing it. SYND, he's AFK. No, he's just blocking a camp. He's down here on the bottom. He's playing the Roman support. And actually supporting, by the looks of it, a core off-lane Grimstroke. So all very exciting there. And they're laning against a Luna. Another Luna. Who's supported by a Hoodwink. Let's see how this goes down. Initial reactions on the drafts of this pub. I'd say, SYND, I love you. But I'm seeing a Drow and a Luna, and I think that's kind of terrifying, especially in on Drow. So I think the odds are stacked against my man SYND, but we'll see. Maybe him on his Pudge can pull off some incredible stuff. So let's have a look. How's the CS going so far in the lanes? Anybody struggling big time? What have we got? Mid, NOONE 7-2 against the 4-2s, doing fine. I think this is going to be a bit of a clean sweep in the mid. Between the two. Well, no, they're going to trade farm, actually. Drow might get ahead. I think NOONE. Sorry to the anonymous Drow. I don't know who the Drow is, but... sorry, the anonymous Puck. I don't know who the Puck is. I would imagine NOONE on his Drow is probably going to be quite a hard hero to lane against. Bottom lane. Let's see what SYND does. I said we're going to be focusing on what SYND's moves are this game, and from the Radiant perspective, we're going to be focusing on what Drow is able to achieve, what NOONE's able to achieve. How's the CS going for the safe lane? Axe top, 9-1. Very good. Mars, 8-4. Ooh, a little bit of a cheeky toss. But nothing more to be had here. Where's the first kill gonna happen? Like, that is the question. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that I think our first death, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's gonna be down in the SYND lane. I'm looking at this. I'm wrong. This man's dead. Forced dead. Oh, he didn't. Oh, he needed the fifth. Oh, he needed the fifth and he didn't get it. That was close. That was close. But as I was saying, bottom lane. Someone's going to go down on the bottom lane. Whether it be the Luna and the Hoodwink, catching SYND out of position. SYND has got the Ring of Protection. Very important, I think, against this lane. Heavy physical, really. On the early levels, especially with this Luna. Punching hard, having the passive. This is not a lane that you want to get right-clicked in. I'm interested to see what the Grim off-lane build is going to be this game from them. SYND. Here we go. Oh, they're getting aggressive. I like it, but it's... They've got the counterplay. This is going to keep happening, to be fair. Anytime SYND tries to get in with the backup of the Inkswell, as long as Hoodwink's around, you know, they're just going to be able to get SYND near to the trees, and then they'll be able to hold him back. Oh, did you see that hook, PogChamp? Oh, no, SYND! What did I tell you? What did I tell you? That's why they pay me the big bucks, ladies and gentlemen. I said, bottom lane, someone's going to go down. Hoodwink and Luna, they're going to right-click the hell out of someone. And, of course, bless him, it was my man, SYND. SYND, down and out here, first blood for the Radiant. See how we have it going on this top lane. I'll be honest, I'm seeing the three top CS at the moment. It's all over on the Radiant side. This is a pretty good start here for NOONE and the gang. And this might be another kill. Tiny, he's out. He's out and down. A couple of kills already now for the Radiant in the side lanes. SYND, he's got to calm down. We've got to see the feed calm down here from SYND. I know it's early days. It's not really feeding. It's only one death, but... You know, we've got to watch SYND. He's got to keep it tight, keep it cool. I'll see what he can do. Oh, hey, does he want to go? Does he want to go? He's not. I mean, he won't get the kill, but you know, sometimes you just want to land the hook, even though you know it's not going to achieve anything, just to send a message. Just send a message. But SYND, he wants to save his mana, play it cool. He's going to focus back on the lane. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Get the Inkswell on him. Get in. Very nice. Wow, SYND run. That was nice. And this is the combo. They can line that up nicely. I like it. The aggression. SYND, he knew there with how well he'd been able to push away the Hoodwink from the lane that the setup would be in place for him to get in and get that kill. Hot stuff there from SYND on the bottom lane. Mid lane. How's our Drow doing? No one. 25 and 8, 24 5. It's pretty. It's actually even. Straight even. They're both just trading farm in the mid lane. Puck, of course. The early rotations from Puck are definitely going to be more deadly than that the Drow can do. No one's going to be playing a bit more of a greedier game, I would imagine. Bottom lane, hey, there we go. SYND's just found himself another kill. Can he get someone else out of this? He's going to lose his Grim. I don't know if he can run down. Can he run down the Luna here? No, not quite. Lucent Beam's going to be able to hold back SYND long enough that SYND can't stay in range for the rot to continue. Hey, it's it. SYND, he's certainly making the magic happen here. Mid lane. 6 has been hit on no one now. Now the lane gets a little bit, well, not necessarily tricky for the Puck. It has to be careful with the silence in play. Silence and a few hits from the right click of the Drow. If they get the procs, that's a lot of damage. So Puck's going to have to be pretty cautious. Let's see what they can get going here. Top. Level 6 on the Mars is when you've got to be careful. I mean, already you can see no Axe efficiency-wise heading to the jungle. Once it hit the neutrals. And Tiny's trying to pick up some action in the lane, taking a heavy bit of damage for it. Yeah, there's pretty much this next creep wave. Level 6 is going to be there. If you get arena'd, especially as a poor level 2 Tiny, you are going to be pretty dead. Bottom lane, SYND. He's ready for more action. Ready for more glory. He's looking for these big hooks. See if he can get them. We could go for this. He could go for this. Here we have it. Setup's there. But still, just the short duration of the early levels of Bushwhack is enough to make SYND's life a bit of a struggle when it comes to trying to kill this Hoodwink. But that's cool, SYND. He's happy. He's just happy. SYND's a happy kind of guy. That's why we love him. How's our Puck doing over here? See what build we got. I imagine Witchblade. I think Witchblade is still the way to go for the Pucks. Oh, hello. Hello, SYND. Oh, hang on. I think he might have been able to stay in range there with the rock. Maybe not. What's this Tiny? Tiny is looking pretty dead unless he's got a TP. He does not have the mana for a TP. I believe this man is a dead man. As no one very happy with the appearance of a Tiny suddenly hanging around his mid lane. SYND. I want to see the big hooks. I want to see the big. I want to see SYND hook no one. It's not going to be easy, but that's the highlight moment we're going for here. Can SYND take down no? What rank's no one at the moment? No one. He's ranked rank 8. Not bad, not bad. But can SYND? Here we go. Ah, it's all under reward here. SYND. He's not getting any action mid. He is not. Top lane. Oh, hang on. Hang on. These are some juicy stacks here that are being taken away, or at least they're trying to take them away. Axe has stepped in. The arena's down. Axe is still alive. A lot of spins as well. He's able to turn. He gets the spins and the dunk off as Dire make a full invasion to this half of the map. And they're going to continue to take away these stacks by the looks of it. They've got any heals to help the Axe clear this Ancients? They don't, but he's got the Vanguard done. Drow. A bit of a spooky position here. They're getting outnumbered. No one's headed over. But there's 4 members at the Dire side here. No one. He's going down alongside the Hoodwink as the Dire. Oh, this is going to hurt Radiant pretty bad. They are losing a lot of gold. A lot of potential gold that they have built up on this triangle as Dire are able to take it away completely. Meanwhile, SYND's enjoying life in the mid lane, getting some solo XP. What happened there? Okay. Mars, able to get a snipe by the looks of it. Came across. Spear out. Gets the kill on the Axe. It's something here for the Radiant side. But definitely going to be a bit painful there for no one. Yeah, he would have been definitely looking forward to clearing those stacks. And those stacks no longer have his name on them. How's Luna doing with the space down bottom? Luna. A Dragon Lance on the way out, so timings is certainly being hit. But even with that death there from the carry axe on Dire, same to be said here for him. He's not having any struggle at all. SYND is ready to go over towards the mid. Oh, can they try for no one here? No, no one's got to be careful. Top. That's looking like a pretty dead Grim. Or is it? This Grim is insanely high level. This Grim's level 8. I guess, yeah, though, that's what happens when the Grim's on the offlane. Yeah, this ain't no support Grim. Of course, this is the offlane Grim. He's got the levels. The 5 stacks will do it, though. Nicely lined up there by the Shadow Demon. Grim will fall. Shadow Demon Hiding in the trees. They will find him. Arena, I mean, they get the Grim. They get an offlaner. They lose the support. They're happy. Bottom lane. I mean, mid lane, more importantly, no one. Well, this Illusion Rune getting some good early pressure onto the tier 1 tower. What sort of defense can they put in place here? SYND. He's starting to waddle over. Pudge is missing indeed. Being well aware of SYND's movements. Tiny. He's going to try and come in to disrupt the push. Can they finish him off? No one really wants to kill, but he's forgot about the fact that there's a Puck there. Puck heads over with the Dream Coil. SYND lines up the hook. He's caught no one. That's the Inkswell buff as well. SYND charging the 3-man Inkswell there. Thanks to SYND's positioning. Call out onto the Hoodwink. Dismember onto the Luna. Hoodwink will fall. Spear will push SYND back. By some time for Luna to get up to the high ground. SYND, he's going to have another hook in the second. He knows that there's still vision here, so he's not going to try it. He's not going to even bother trying for it. But they do hold. Good defense around the tier 1 mid here by Dire. Very well done. As they'll keep their tower safe and sound for now. Progress from both carries. It's so close. It's so close. I mean, both have similar mechanisms, of course, to clearing these ancients. Whether it be the spins or... Oh, no. Oh, no, no, no. Unfortunate arena there from the Mars. And a fortunate one there for the Grim. Grim's happy. What we're seeing build-wise, Grim going straight for the Ags Rush. I mean, that is one of the ways to play against these heroes, against this Luna and Drow. You imagine that. If you get Luna and Drow, you make illusion of the two of those with the Dark Portrait. That's, I mean, good luck Radiant. It's a solid counter. If Grim can cast his abilities, they're going to have some issues here. They're the two main cores of Radiant side. It doesn't mean there's going to be a lot of chaos. It's going to be harder and harder for SYND to line up the big hooks. But saying that, so far he's been doing a grand job. Over the top. SYND. He's setting up. There we have it. Ooh! It's a nice try. Nice try, but not nice enough. Not nice enough. You won't get him today. Now they know. It's a symbol show. Going for the Blade Mail build this match. That makes sense. Hood, of course, not really the most appealing item in this game. It's a lot of physical, a lot of hard hitting. Blade Mail against the heroes that the Radiant has does, you know, they're definitely the more favourable item here for SYND. Makes it much more of a nuisance for them to take down. So they're likely to take a lot of damage in return, and they've got to be careful about how low their HP sits when an axe is constantly looking to chop your head off. Oh. Unfortunate there. I mean, it's a hard hit. Going for in the fog of war there into the trees. He's going to keep trying though. Might still have an opportunity to get something done here. Mid lane though. Pressure's coming in. No T-Tors here. We don't miss kills. We caught that one. And that's a tower down. Not even having to use the arena there. So not even using the full extent of the Radiant team fight. Just the pushing power. Which, my goodness, they certainly have. Drow and Luna. This is a game. This game could collapse on itself rather early. If the Dire side have a few team fights gone wrong. Drow and Luna. Quite the combo when it comes to pushing. When it comes to just sort of clicking down a lane, doesn't matter if they're hitting buildings, hitting creeps, hitting heroes, whatever they're hitting, it'll disappear if they get the chance to sit there and do their damage. Nice hook from SYND. Arena comes down though, and the counterplay's there. SYND, he's going to end up dying, and by the looks of it, so's Tiny. Never mind that. Not nice hook at all. Gives away the ward, and results in both of them dying. Yeah, I mean, I thought it was a nice hook. Sometimes hitting the hook is not the best outcome. Oh, that was an ambitious TP there from the Axe. Instantly cancelled there as he knows the spear's back up on Mars. It's tanky with the Vanguard. But he's not looking to have any escape here. Shadow Demon's in with the Demonic Purge. They cannot run for this at all as Axe will go down. SYND able to get the hook off onto the Shadow Demon. The follow-up Dream Coil as well. Now tossing him over here into the range of the Soulbind. They've caught two. Can they get the Mars on top of this? SYND, he's going to have a hook in a second. Can you find him in the trees? No, not quite. Blink is at the ready. Mars, he's out of there, but the chase, it's in from Puck. Follows him up with his own blink. This was the build-up this game, going for that blink rush, and my goodness, does it pay off. Closes the gap, takes out another, and just as it looked like Radiant were having a bad turn of events, Dire were having a bad turn of events up top, Radiant, they hit back hard down bottom. This tier 1 tower starting to get rather low. Going for the S and Y this game, the Luna, rather than the Manta build-up. And, yeah, I think it makes sense. Makes sense. You want to play with the raw HP against some of the unmanterable combos that Dire's going to be throwing at you. Now, they do rush pretty fast here. Drow, Luna, they are going to go for this. They know that Dire was, playing on the bottom side of the map, putting a lot of effort into taking that tier 1 tower. So why not use that space to do what is going to be a relatively easy Roche? And it certainly is. This will be Aegis in the hands of, no one's still going to take it as the mid. And straight into maybe some action. They do smoke up. Don't actually keep no one in the smoke. Mars. Blink is ready on the Tiny, so he's going to have to be careful with any sort of arena opening that he uses. I'll have to make sure that he lands sort of a spear or hit from the shadows. That's what I've done. They're hitting their timings, Radiant. It's 13 to 12, net worth even. But Radiant can definitely push on. At least take some tier 2s here. 16 minutes in. This is what they're playing towards. They could blow this sort of the lead wide open here. As he's in. Oh, spear. He's able to set it up. He's got the arena down as well. The clip's coming out here. They want to make sure they got all the damage possible. They're looking for the Puck. They will be able to find him with the Demonic Purge, but the orb's already out. He's deep into the trees. No TP for 30 seconds. Spear. It's going to catch him. Excellently done by Mars, as they will chase down that Puck relentlessly through the sideline trees. And they get the job done. A couple of kills. That will be turned absolutely into a tier 2 tower. Fortification will come out. I don't know if Dire can defend this, though. It's a Drow, a Luna, a Shadow Demon as well with the illusions. Now, good luck with that, SYND. He's going to come in with a hook. Quick gust over towards the Grimstroke to stop the backup coming in straight away. Sure, no one goes down, but this is why he has the Aegis. He's ready for a round 2. As Lucent Beam hits and the Glaze bounce over towards the Tiny. The Tiny will fall. It's 3 dead on the Dire. As everything continuing to go to plan here for no one and the boys. This tier 2 tower absolutely gone. No defense to be had here by Dire. Axe, he still needs time. He's got the Manta and the Vanguard, but without the blink, very hard for him to have an impact or come in as the counterplay to the strong push that Radiant's running down lanes with. Of course, SYND, as the Pudge, always has the ability for those comeback high ground hooks. And that's what we're looking for. That's what we're hoping for. We'll see if he's got it in him today. We'll see. And the Ag's Grim. This may make the difference. It really might. It's very, very strong against the Luna and the Drow. Problem is, as we've seen, they've got illusions of their own. They are kicking out a lot of physical damage that, in terms of AoE wave cleared, I guess they haven't got the worst ways to sort of AoE control the amount that's just being thrown at them. But it's definitely looking to get to the point where the damage to kill some of these cores is not quite there. Dragon Lance, S&Y, BKB, it's only a recipe away here for the Luna. And through that magic immunity, very little to be done. I guess they have a bit of control, but when it comes to just sort of hard-hitting physical damage, it's going to be hard. Lots down to the Axe to get the spins off. We're about to hit the 20-minute mark, so still keeping on track with the timings you want to be hitting to get the build online. I'm going to try and make a move now. Feeling confident with the Blink Dagger done. They've got the catch. SYND. What can they get done here? Drow is out alone up top, but being careful enough to not show on the wave. I don't think he will. Or will he? I mean, as soon as he sees something elsewhere on the map, he will be happy to show. Smoked up. They're still staying hidden up top. They're going to reveal now. They're going to reveal now. They'll go for the jump on the Shadow Demon. I say that, they've not actually been able to kill him. The self-disruption comes out. Finally, he falls, but they had to drop a lot. The hook's going to miss it from SYND. And now, I think they've got to start thinking about getting out here, Dire. The Soulbind is out onto the two of them. And actually, with the Ink Swirl's done, never mind. Maybe Dire can get away with this. They're in with the call. Axe has the control. Luna getting low. Pops the Essence Ring off to the side. Luna still alive somehow, but finally, the nuke damage from the Grim comes out. No one goes down. I scratch what I said there. Dire absolutely can stand and take that fight. It works out, I think, way better than they planned for initially. Even Drow, no one comes back. He ends up dying as well. It's a full team wipe here by the Dire. I mean, that's, I guess, that the Axe element. He's in there on the front. You want to hit him, but you don't. And they couldn't fight through it. They could not fight through it. We're 17 to 17, 21 minutes here. 1k difference in this game right now. And I'm not quite sure if there's any sort of clear angle or direction it's going in. This is really is a close one, SYND. Oh, hello. All right, a bit of self-cliffing action here from the Mars. They really want SYND. They should get him. Blink's going to be up in a few seconds. I don't know if SYND can play his way out of this one. As they'll play around with him for a bit. But have no struggle finishing the kill off. But SYND, he'll tell you that space. SYND making the team the space here. And how was that space being utilised? Shard dump. BKB next on the Axe. Same old, same old. Not quite 18. Levels for the cores over here. Drow. No one. Looking for that Blink next. Making sure he's going to have that position to... that ability to reposition. Line up some big multi-man gusts over in the river. Axe is charging in. They've caught the Hoodwink and the Mars by the looks of it. Unless... okay, just enough speed there with the Scurry to get out. Mars will still tick down to the Battle Hunger. Again, Radiant not quite ready for this. The Dream Coil comes out. The damage is enough to kill the Hoodwink. And with the follow-up orb, that's... Dire's just overrunning them here. Luna's trying to get back to base, but the Dark Portrait is chasing them down. They're coming in with the buyback on Hoodwink. As Tiny, he's able to get in there. He gets the toss out. He gets Luna outside of the base. Luna will pop the Eclipse, but Axe is in with the core control. That's Luna gone. Beautiful sacrificial toss there from Tiny, diving up to the high ground to get that opportunity to tear Luna away from the safety at the base. Gets them a big kill. Very, very nicely done. Good aggression. Good read to commit for the dive, to seize that opportunity. No one. Back to the neutrals. Just trying to play it safe. I think he knows at this point, even with it as close as of a game it is, the 5-man sort of steamroll of this Dire lineup is proven to be quite tricky for Radiant to deal with. Not many great ways to sort of hold off the Dire's aggression, especially when the Axe is hitting these timings. Level 19, 2,500 gold. Did have the BKB queued up. I mean, can you get away with not going for it? Maybe. Honestly, as I said, Magic Community I don't think is that insane this game. So we might see something different come out from the Axe this game. Cinderin did get his Blade Mail done. And yeah, Plate Mail, well, whether it's going to be a Shiva's or a Lotus Orb, armor, especially flat armor, ever so important against this team, Luna, Drow. Without it, it's going to be a real struggle. No one's around here. That Dream Coil is up in a second. Oh, I like the attempt. I like the attempt. They know the Drow's in the trees. Throw out a Dream Coil, give it a shot. If you catch him, it's going to be huge. They don't know which direction he goes, though. Takes the chance. Unfortunately for the puck, it's going to be a miss. But good to see him make the effort. Good to see him make the effort. BKB soon to be finished here from Mars. Of course, unlike the Dire side for the Radiant, BKBs are going to be massively important. They have two cores that are going to be rendered rather useless, or at least heavily limited in their output when the team fights the Puck and the Grim. Still, even though saying that, we'll see no one with his build. He wants to try and forego buying a BKB for as long as possible. Sticking with the aggression. E-Blade, he wants that next. They're looking for the... Looking to hunt. They've been so careful about jumping on the axe. In fact, the axe is just going to jump on them. Doubles back straight over towards the hoodwink. He's out with the scurry. Tries to knock himself back over the cliff edge with the ultimate. He's not actually able to do so. The bug's upon him. Hoodwink will fall there. A failed attempt to push himself back over the cliff with the ult. Costs him his life. Mars comes in with the arena. He's caught the three of them. Cinder returns straight away with the dismember. BKB and the Clips is out from the Luna. They bring down the Grimstroke. Mars, he's lost his life though. Luna, are they actually able to do enough damage? The hook's out. Synd tears Luna over to the side. Luna tossed up into the air. Can they burst to them? Yes, they can. The puck's in with enough damage. It's 4 dead on the Radiant. It's also, by the looks of it, going to be 4 dead on the Dire, as no one ends up living through it all. It's just the 2 mids left alive. As Puck doesn't want to stay anywhere near this Drow. Drow, no one's hitting hard. And he might, yeah, okay. Not going to be able to have anything else to hunt the Puck down in the tree line there. Oh. A bit of a poke, but nothing more than that. No one. Well, he's not going to overstay his welcome. Respawns are coming in. No, not necessary at all to stay any closer to that tower. He's got to get back reset. As not, honestly, with the way the last fight went, I mean, there's a huge increase for the outcome of the Radiant. The Luna able to live long enough. That lifesteal as well to just head in. And with the BKB, whilst they do have a bit of control to sort of throw the Luna around, you see like the hooks and such, the actual damage, it's got to purely come from pretty much the axe. And if axe isn't on top of the Luna, has already been dealt with, Luna pretty much has a free fight. Synd. He's hooked. He's fleshy. Up to 9. Not bad showing here from the lad. I mean, when that Satanic's done for Luna, I don't know how they're going to kill her. They're going to have to blow her up before she can get the BKB or Satanic off. Like, hey, this Luna is going to be a huge problem to deal with in these team fights. There we go. Smoke from the Dire. Can they jump this? They'll get in with the Avalanche BKB straight away. No messing around from Luna. Maybe even considering getting in for the fight here. Spear off the mark. Might not matter though. The Demonic Purge enough to slow down the Tiny. Allow Luna to get in with the hard hits. Take out the Tiny over to the side. They do find no one. No one was separated from the rest of the team. They swing straight over into the jungle. They take him out. So a Tiny down, but with the no one Drow gone for a full minute. This is quite the opportunity for Dire to get something done. Roshan is up. Not the easiest for them to take, but relatively safe with the tankiness of the axe. So they'll go for this one. No Drow. Do they want to try and make the attempt to contest? They do. Arena's up. BKB as well. They can absolutely get him for a steal. Luna, with her BKB still on cooldown, not interested in turning up for this defense of the Roshan at least. There's already Shadow Demon starting to mess with them. Arena's in. Spear off the mark. A quick phase shift from the Puck keeps them safe. They jump in aggressively over towards the Hoodwink. BKB being popped by the Mars. The Axe, he's fine and he's good to go. He's looking to try and find a target. Heads over towards the Shadow Demon with the Battle Hunger, pushing back the SD. Jump in. Cool controls there. They bring down the Hoodwink. Can they get anything else out of this? Cinderin, he's holding the Luna in place with the Dismember, but now Dismember comes to an end. The BKB's out. Luna backing off away from the axe. Blink up in a second. Mars trying to get something off to push back the axe. It's not going to happen. The Phantom's Embrace immediately placed down onto the Mars, so no immediate Spear or God's Rebuke. They'll pop the Dream Coil down just to make sure this Mars does not get away. No one. He's back in the action. There'll be a buyback from the SD. Isn't enough to push them away from the pit. Axe and Puck currently refueling in the base. Gonna have to make his way over because no one's Drow's going to do this very, very fast. A buyback comes out for the Grimstrike. It's not going to be soon enough. Radiant, they actually get, no one's able to get back into the pit. He takes it all for himself. As he claims the rewards of Roshan, they'll lose a Shadow Demon outside of the pit. The Dark Portrait, as long with the Inkswell, chases him down. He tries to man to dodge. Will be unsuccessful in doing so. That's no one down the once. He has got the cheese ready for a round 2, but he's only got the Hoodwink to back him up. A little early with the stun control, attempted to hold down the Puck. He's got the cheese. Does he want to pop it here, or does he want to accept his fate and save the cheese for another round? He's going to pop it. He's going to see if he can try and get away from this. But with the ink swell allowing the puck to stay on top of the drow with no problem whatsoever, Dire bring down no one. Same time, trying for a blind call, but no one to be found in the trees. With the Hoodwink and the Mars back over towards the base. But that is... And there we have it. 33 to 27. No one getting the Roche, but very, very quickly having it all taken away from him. As they're on the hunt, Mars. Getting caught out there by Puck and Axe. Puck with the E-Blade. There's a lot of damage. A lot of burst if he does get a catch here. Hoodwink. This time the jump down to the low ground will be successful, but Puck's going to be quick to follow. Mars has Arena, but can he get the catch? Very, very tricky on a phase shifted Puck. In fact, the Puck just turns with the E-Blade, blows up the Hoodwink. BKB's had to come out here from the Luna. As the Die, they've caught the Luna on the side. Again, another BKB usage where the Luna's just having to step back. Dire forcing out some hot reactions here from the Radiant. Getting his E-Blades out, as I said, they already have the E-Blade on the Puck. It's going to be a huge amount of bursts. Any sort of time in these fights where there's no BKB, the duration comes to an end. Radiant they're certainly going to struggle. You know, these E-Blades as well are going to mess with the ability for the lifesteal sustain to come off. They're moving in with the Arena. SYND holds his position straight away with the Dismember, but the physical damage from the Luna and the Drow rips him apart. SYND to fall. See what more they can turn towards. BKB from the Axe as he closes in onto the Drow. Gets the call up, but the self-feed blade will stop any attacks coming in and limit the potential spins coming out from the Axe. It's mid. Clean shot here, not even needed. Luna takes down a second. No one pushing on onto the Axe. That's got the Manta. Quick jump with the E-Blade. Puck takes the Mars out of this push and aggression. The rest of the Radiant's trying to get away with the Blinks. Will save them. Puck and Axe into the trees. Now, the pushing continues. 10 seconds until SYND's back in. Maybe they can come together with some sort of, well, not around this tier 2 at least. No defense to be had. There's a real back and forth continuing in this one. Ag's nearly done for the Hoodwink to amp it up for the team. As this Drow and Luna get fatter and fatter, SYND's game's definitely becoming much more of a struggle. And we're seeing even getting him with these Dismembers, they take him down so quickly. Unfortunately for Dire with the Axe, lanes kept pushed out relatively well. So no one goes for next after the Blade. 2,700 gold. It's got something coming out in the courier. It's just backup TPs and clarities. Might have to just upgrade the blink. I guess he's still got the slot with the wand. And oh, hello. E-Blade. For all these E-Blades in play, maybe someone is going to have to get another fire. We'll see. I mean, as for the Mars, it's going to be the AC being built up next. Same to be said for the carry Axe over on the side of Dire, and Axe should be on track to have it. At least a team fight or so before that of the Mars' timing. SYND actually still opting for the BKB. I guess he just really wants to be able to pop BKB, lock down a target. As I say, still going to struggle with the right clicks coming in. And there we go. So AC's done. This is a pretty strong timing here for the Dire. Have they got smokes? They do. Smoke ready on the Tiny. Time to make a move. They'll be very strong in the team fight now with the fact that they have an AC. Meanwhile, over on the other side, the AC is still about, you know, at least 1,000 or so gold away. Dire. Here we have it. They grab on the Shadow Demon to start things off. Radiant, they're going to try and kick back, but the BKB's out for the Mars straight away. They're moving on to the Mars. BKB comes out from Mars as well. Soulbind, linking up the two of them. The Dark Portrait is there. No one's going to jump in from the side, get the Gust and the push back onto the Grim, but it's not enough damage. Nobody to fall quite yet on the Dire side. SYND, he lands the hook, gets it in onto the Mars, but immediately the Dismember put to a stop. It might not matter though. I think it's good enough here from SYND. As SYND, he's forced to fight. It looks to be going their way unless Luna can heavily turn it all around. She's going to have to do so on her own. Everybody else on the team dead. As Luna, the last one left standing here on the Radiant. SYND does die, but it's a good fight for the Dire that he forces to take place. As Dire, they can continue their push. Not the most impressive of tower hitters. And what, Luna? Stepping outside of the base. Mars has had to come in with a buyback. Luna only just surviving. Nearly getting combat 100 to 0. They do kill off the Tiny. Can they actually catch the Puck, though? I don't think so. Grim's already out with the TP on the high ground. Puck will be able to jump away. It's a buyback from the Mars. Gets them the Tiny kill. And, oh my goodness, there. Luna stepping up like that. Nearly losing her own life. That was very, very spooky. I believe the sort of the Satanic popped, and then obviously with the shard, she gets an attack out with the Lucent Beam, and that attack with the boosted lifesteal of the Satanic pretty much saved her. You got the catch on the Puck. Not going to last quite long enough to have any follow-up though. Puck still incredibly elusive. Level 2 Dagon. He's going to start scaling it up by the looks of it. Just maximize that burst. They don't want to play the sustain game against the Luna in the fights with the Satanic. They want 100 to 0. E-Blade, Max Dagon, and the full combo. They still, yeah, it's still insane amounts of magical damage. Also means that Luna has to be very careful if she ever wants to hold on to using the Satanic and popping it at a point where she's a little lower in HP in the fights. They got themselves another E-Blade done here on the Tiny. How's no one's build looking? Did end up going for the BKB. I think with all these E-Blades and leveled up Dagons, he has to. It's a little unplayable without it. Has it to 25 as well. So obviously the game, it's going to play out quite nicely with the BKB and Manta cooldowns. He's going to be all over the place. So I think quite the nice peak. Same said though for this Axe. Axe absolutely at the stage with the increased Berserker's Call AoE. Radiant have to be ever so careful with how they position these team fights. Now what can they find with the smoke? Dire. Playing off the map, at least the majority of them right now. Maybe they'll find the Grim. No TP for 30 seconds. He'll show himself there, and that might be enough info to give up his position, and it certainly is. As soon as he reveals himself to the wave, Radiant are immediately on top of him. And that's quite the loss. 80 seconds without the Grim, and the Grim has been quite a large part in actually providing them the ability to sort of have that physical damage, being kicked back the way of the Luna and the Drows. They're ready to go to the high ground. Minute without the Grim was going full in on the purchase of the refresher. Oh! It's a pretty deep hook, but on the Luna it really doesn't care. With the BKB and Satanic, you've got to get this Luna in a very sort of deep, awkward position if you want to have any chance of threatening her life, because she's going to be fine most times. Dream Call onto the backlines. Quick burst attempts onto the Shadow Demon, but the self-destruction comes out. SYND is in with the hook and the Dismember, locking down the Luna, but it isn't enough. Luna's able to still stand her ground with the BKB popped. SYND will fall. Tiny to get taken out as well. This top racks at the least getting taken away from the Dire. Radiant, they're even going to look to try and push it to the end. With the Drow and the Luna, there's always the chance for this sort of stuff to happen. Buildings will melt so fast. SYND has come in with a buyback, and Puck, quick burst onto the hoodwink from the side. SYND, you get something big from this hook. Oh no, it's straight through the middle of the three of them. Gets nothing at all there, unfortunately, for Cinderant. And look at that. Look at that. DD outside the Roshan pit. No one. He is a-smiling. This will be that. It's going to be the Ags Roshan. I think no one might want to take it for himself. Well, maybe let Luna have it. They let Luna have it. They let Luna have it. The next push, it's going to be a hard one to stop for Dire. I don't know how they stop this now. Sure, the 6-7k doesn't look like a lot, but when it's a 6-7k lead, when you have a Drown Luna, as farmed as they are, like, your base is just going to be in shambles. And look how much farm the Luna's got. I mean, obviously, Yag's bumping that up that they've just collected, but rather terrifying to see. You have to somehow keep this Luna the hell away from your base. And I don't know if Dire can do that. Tiny. Oh. Okay, never mind. That's Tiny out. He gave it his all. He gave it his all there. Tried to stop the push with his face. Let's see what they can get done here. Mars. Sending a SYND. He needs big hooks. Or they're trying to go for the rat. Puck is able to find the Shadow Demon. And I've got to say, this Puck's been doing a great job of finding the backliners. Sold by combat. They get the hook. SYND. The hook coil combo. He's able to snap the coil into the dismember. He has, of course, got the Aegis and a BKB. So I don't know if no one cares too much, and I don't think he does. It was a sweet combo, but I think it may just have come rather a little bit too late here. As 3 are dead on the Dire. Aegis is popped, sure, but no one still has the BKB. Everything to go with, everything to push with. No buyback on SYND. Short on the cooldown, actually. Oh, hello. Attempted save of the game here from Axe as he's in with the call. But at this stage, he'll call them. It doesn't matter. The boosted armor, they just tear him apart. And just like that, this game, it's over. No one on his drow. Is our focus for this game. We'll manage to outplay and outmaneuver that as SYND. It did seem like it was going to be a tough game for the Dire. They certainly gave it their best shot. But there's not a lot of room for mistakes against a drow and a Luna. Especially when that drow is no one. As objectives will fall, your lives will be lost. Your MMR will be taken away from you. So there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching this cast. This was, of course, Cinderin trying his best up against the power of no one. And unfortunately for SYND, not able to cut it this time. As no one and the boys, they'll secure the win, secure the MMR for this one. And always, thank you very much for watching this cast, ladies and gentlemen, on the YouTube. I hope you're having a lovely day. And be sure to like and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. And let me know in the comments what pros you want to see me cast. As we're always trying to hop in, we get in live on the action, see what's going on, and see what we can find happening here. Have a great day. I'll see you all around.